Maybe.
Alright, so after learning that you could just hoof it, William here has decided to leave for his church. Because screw
It's a
Malik.
temple. Churches are only Christians actually have churches.
Fine, it's a temple. In that case, you arrive and as you go inside, your usual congregation is waiting for you. Your brother hasn't been here during the day, and everyone has been wondering what the fuck has happened to you.
I would probably have locked the doors.
Then they're waiting for you outside, milling around.
I unlocked the doors and motioned for them to enter.
Okay.
Also, I'd probably have a back room somewhere like here, where I would sleep and as such.
Okay.
Also, you should probably add the other guy. The rule that I added.
Yes. What do you do about him? You rushed off and he's still at the Prince's Manor recovering.
No, I took him with me. I actively said that.
Ah, yes, in that case, sure. I have not made a separate sheet for him, but then he hasn't earned the name yet. Either he's just a Tremere goon at this point.
But he's my goon, and that's what matters.
Yes, I'm sure it does.
I would probably bring him in the back since he's kind of wounded still. So.
Okay, in that case your brother carries him inside. The congregation is confused.
Oh, do not worry about that man. He was wounded. I found him wounded and decided to tend to his wounds. He will soon. His wounds will soon be healed.
But there are hospitals in the city. They aren't overworked anymore. Things have calmed down. Why wouldn't you send him there?
He asked for me to tend to him. He probably would have it afterwards, at some point.
Okay.
Because there was no one else willing to do that.
Okay. Two of the middle-aged women from the back walk out. You hadn't seen them before. Probably won't see them again. They are muttering something about irresponsible religious nut jobs.
Anyway, that's all okay. I shall now hold tonight's. I shall now hold tonight's sermon over the. So you talk here. Okay, in character that is. Okay. I shall now hold tonight's sermon, and I shall tell about the story of Sigurd and Gudrun, and their slaying of Sigurd's slaying and the lay of the Volsungs, and Sigurd's slaying of the dragon.
Yeah, there was some special weapon they needed to use to off it, right?
Well, actually, he didn't actually need. He had that from it. I think I can't remember the exact story.
You know, don't bother. Just.
I'm thinking of the book I actually have about that.
Oh Jesus Christ! You know how loud that is on this end?
Sorry about that. Let's see here. I open the large, the heavy leather-bound tome. That's after I had donned my the actual ceremonial robes, and taken the staff with me from the back.
Okay, don't recite it here.
No, of course not.
Just give me a charisma expression roll as you declaim the story.
Yeah, I actually have. I remember to actually put. I actually had remember to put expression there. That's the thing. Difficulty.
They are mildly confused about you being involved in some shady shit, so they're not going to be impressed as easily. So let's go with... actually, what kind of bonuses do you have for crap like hunting?
Hunting.
Domain and fame. So, we could assume that even in these difficult times your hunting would be at like 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go with roll at 7. You should be able to get something with that.
No, apparently I can't.
Yeah, they weren't sure that you were gonna be here tonight, so they didn't actually bring any sacrifices.
Yay! 1, 2, 2, and 3, 3. Like I could barely have succeeded if it was I couldn't even succeed if it was difficulty 4 roll.
Yeah, the dice hate you. Okay. There are the usual donations of cash though, so at least there is that. And, you know, as the congregation leaves, I want you to roll 1d3. 1 being Sabat, 2 being Toreador, 3 being Ventru.
Oh, that's not the one. I thought you went 1d10, but no, times 3. But apparently I don't have any idea how to roll 1d3s. Anyway, roll, and that's at least that I got that dead. God damn it! Apparently I rolled a 1.
You know, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Let me just put some people down there. Would they have anything else with them? I don't think they would need to. As someone approaches and dramatically pushes the double doors inwards and walks in as if she owns the place.
May I help you? Do you perhaps seek the wisdom of Odin and guidance?
Roll perception awareness at 3, I think.
Ha! Ha! You know, I'm great at that roll, aren't I?
Are
Hey.
you?
You know, you can just look at my sheet or wait until I roll.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I actually got 2 successes.
Your voice trails off as you realize that this thing has nothing left in common with humanity at all. Nothing.
Stay there, beast. What engine? Why have you come into this place?
She grins. It's adorable when the new bloods think they can take that down. Isn't it? I'm just here to ask a few questions and you might just survive this with your hide intact if you behave yourself.
Why then ask? I didn't go and ask.
It has come to my attention that you have been associating with a certain Malik Wormwood. You will tell me everything you know about his doings. Now.
I seem a little bit confused, and then I met him shortly. He then told me that I was free to go, and I left.
That really won't do. Try again.
What exactly do you want from the from that question? Could you please be a little more specific?
I want to know everything of importance that has been going on. Every
Okay.
last thing.
I just space bombed. Because everything important. How do I know what is important?
Well, you're about to piss off another elder.
He fought the prince, and the prince was defeated.
Really?
I'm certain you could find out everything right now in the Elysiums.
I'm sure I could. But just for the sake of, saving me a trip, why don't you tell me instead? There's a faint edge of a threat in her voice.
I do not feel threatened right now. Also, is Eric armed at all in any way? Anyway,
Not visibly. He might have a light pistol on him somewhere if he managed to grab one from the princess, but that's about it.
He currently did go and.
She walks up to Eric, her stride just almost seeming to blur with the speed, moving with far more grace than mortals could ever muster. She steps right up close to him and says, while looking him over, "My, what an interesting little plaything you have here."
Would you please step away from him?
I don't think I want to. Eric tries to step away, but she blurs as she steps behind him and wraps her hands around his throat. And Eric is now in a grapple.
Why do you even want to ask these questions of me? Isn't there anyone else you could ask?
Well, there's this misunderstanding with the local vampires. They seem to think I'm Sabat and that I mean to kill them all, which admittedly I might have accidentally encouraged. So, you know the things they say about Sabat. One of her hands just fingernails caress Eric's throat right over the artery. It would be a shame if we had a misunderstanding, wouldn't it? Eric seems to have frozen with terror.
Could you please specify exactly what you want? It's a lot easier to tell you what you want then.
Well, everything. Everything of importance. It's like you don't understand how this works. I would like to know what is going on with you stupid, arrogant Camarilla fucks.
If it wasn't for her being so close to Eric right now, she would have a lot of holy wrath in her fucking face right now. I'm guessing you know that.
Someone. She might also have enough aspects to realize things like that. You know what with aura sight.
I know, but still. Anyway.
I was gonna give you the option of escaping a confrontation with the Toreador Elder. But, well done, you rolled that one. I appreciate it.
My eyes narrow. I will tell you as much as I know. But I don't know much at all. I met him while I was fleeing the frenzied prince.
You met him before when you went to help kill Tobias.
Oh yeah, the prince ordered me to work with him recently, and he fought, and he also fought Tobias. He also fought Tobias at the same time, while trying to conduct diplomacy. Then when I returned to the prince, the prince was after being. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, meanwhile, while you're talking, she is violating your brother with her hands. Okay. Just let me know when you can continue then. Bacon still isn't here.
I'm back now.
Okay. While you're talking, trying to piece in your own mind together what has happened in these past few days, she's violating your brother in every conceivable way with her hands. Distractedly, almost as if she's barely paying attention to what you're saying.
Okay, I'll continue now. And after having a scuffle with the prince, he apparently did not like the. For some reason, went berserk on me. I then tried to leave the place. I ran into Malik again.
Well, first you ran into the princess child.
Well, she was asking about Malik. I don't think she actually cares about the princess child. I think she cares more about Malik in this case, and she asked about it.
All right.
So Malik, after talking to him, after him talking to some random person, I'm pretty sure I don't know she's the princess child at this point.
And never will, probably.
Yep.
You don't know shit, do you?
No, I don't. The apparently who decided to fire at me, he fired at her. Then, when the prince arrived, he fought the prince and tortured him. It seems tortured him, but I had left by that point. And when I returned, the prince was tortured. Shortly after that, the Malik informed me that I wasn't actually. He had no power to command me to do anything. I decided to leave the place.
Yes, that's very, very interesting. Very interesting. So, Malik has decided that the Sabbat are not a problem anymore, that he can just take over the city. Is that about it?
I believe so, yes.
My, what a deliciously arrogant little shit. Well, what are we gonna do about you? She licks Eric's neck while looking at you suggestively.
I have no interest in them in politics.
Yes, well, that doesn't really work. Well, I suppose for politeness' sake, I should offer you a chance to join us. So, little one, want to learn how to be a real vampire?
I walk up to her and attempt to use my true faith to burn her flesh.
So you're gonna try to pretend to go along with it.
Essentially, why I walk up to her.
Oh, you're gonna walk up to her.
Yes, because it's a melee only ability.
Excellent! Roll manipulation subterfuge.
I'll go ahead and do that. Manipulation subterfuge. Here we go. Difficulty?
6.
Hey, now's a good time to get those successes.
Unfortunately for you, she has her aspects active and she has been lie detectoring you the whole time. So we roll initiative.
Yay. Apparently we are.
You stupid fuck.
Goddammit, I had that token selected. Hey! I'm going first!
Okay, you may attempt to go up to her.
I go up to her.
Well, incidentally, just to declare her actions, Eric is gonna be trying to break free, and she's gonna be trying to bite Eric and rip out his throat.
I'll be going. And Eric will be doing what?
Trying to break free from the grapple.
Oh, yeah, you said that. I'll be going here, and I'll be... Since she's attempting to... I'm rolling my... First I'll have to roll my true faith, of course.
What do you roll that against her willpower?
Yes.
Okay. Then roll at 6 and I'll tell you how many succeed.
No? Yes, all of one.
You have
actually, It's 2D... It's 2D...
Yeah, 2d10. Wonderful! Yeah, it does nothing!
Rolling the ones, cause why not?
As your hands brush against her, she gives you a wicked grin as she opens her mouth and attempts to plunge her teeth into Eric's neck.
Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. So that's +1 from the fangs and +2 from that. Wonderful. Okay.
Can I use any of my... can I use... can I try to channel the power of Odin in any way? Like, other than the standard abilities of True Faith?
I would say that not in this situation, probably.
Okay. Oh, I'll be attempting to do the same again.
Okay, let's just see if Eric manages to break free. Okay. And let's see. No, he does not.
Yay. Hey, I succeeded this time, probably.
Okay, let's see. Eric would be trying to break free again. Right, that's all damage, I believe. He took 5, right.
Yes.
You actually had to go and start combat, you stupid fuck.
I didn't want to start combat, but apparently she was going to start combat anyway.
She actually wasn't, she was just toying with you.
Why the fuck would she give me an ultimatum, Dan?
She was just fishing for a reaction.
Well, she got one.
Yes, she did. Okay, she will voluntarily exit the grapple and use all of her celerity actions to, actually no, not all of them. She'll use as many as she needs to. Let's see how much blood she might have, just as a guideline. Yeah, let's say she uses something like 3 or 4 to just, actually, no, fuck that even. She's just gonna use Dread Gaze on you. She's gonna toss Eric away and use Dread Gaze.
And that difficulty is like courage plus wits.
And she does manage to soak your true faith with her fortitude.
You fucking had to give her fortitude, didn't you?
I constructed her a long time ago.
Why does every one of your characters have fortitude?
Because fortitude is really common and really great. Against fire-wielding Tremere in particular. I like fortitude the way it is. It's a nice discipline. A force multiplier for any elder, really. A really good one. And not everyone does have it. Tobias didn't, he had counter magic instead.
That ended well for him, didn't it?
I think it's charisma intimidation. What difficulty?
It's depending on my wits self-control. Wits courage would be 5.
Okay, I think with 3 you end up fleeing like little bitch.
Yes. Unless I spend willpower, which I won't do.
So you go running.
Apparently.
Okay.
I run in here. And close the door.
No, you know that you can't get away from her there.
Why wouldn't I have a back door?
Would you have a back door in your haven where people could bypass the statues and come upon you sleeping?
Sure, whatever. I'll be running over here then.
No, honestly, if you say that there's a back door there, I'm fine. I just want you to think about the consequences.
Okay, we only have a front door.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay. In that case, as you go running out there, the guys with a yell from Orion here stand aside and let you pass. You run off into the night as her laughter mockingly follows you.
Well, technically I would have to run all the way away.
Yes, you would. You would run all the way away. And she would just laugh after you.
I'd only have to run away from her presence.
Ah, yes, but you could argue that if you can still hear her.
How loud is she? There's like loudness isn't exactly what you isn't exactly something that.
She's laughing her ass off, and the doors are wide open, essentially. So you can hear her out on the street.
So I can't. I'm not saying I will essentially just. Well, actually, since it's dread gaze, wouldn't that specify that I have to actually only have to run away from her gaze, or like essentially her form?
Okay, let's, I'm gonna open up the book and let's take a look at that, because I think you're starting to realize that you left your brother in there.
No, I realized that from the start. I just didn't. I don't think it. I really. That's why I really didn't want. I actually didn't want to fight her because of that. But I didn't see a reason why my character would essentially take that insult of, "Hey, let's go. Why don't you? I'm going to tell you how to be a real vampire by being with this, telling you to be this dog."
Okay, I think I'm nearly at, there you go, presence, dread gaze.
Doesn't actually specify. I don't think. Huh. Why does it never specify?
Blah, 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 blah. You know, essentially you can watch the doors from a distance. You don't have to be like completely off wherever, but
I wouldn't be able to stand anywhere that can allow me to see her from windows.
essentially you can be across the street at the corner there. At the absolute closest, more or less.
Yeah, like here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. What do that? I can't even move. Yes, actually I can. Yeah, yeah. I'm standing here then.
Okay. You would hear sounds of, actually, yes. Would you try to listen in with Auspex?
Sure.
Okay, you hear a meaty thunk, a faint scream, and, the sounds of activity from inside.
Better not kill my goddamn brother.
String 'em high, make a pretty statue for the fool. As these follow inside to join in the fun.
You know, sending a character. My character isn't exactly geared for combat.
You didn't have to start a fight there, honestly. The hint that it's an elder should have encouraged you to avoid it at all costs. Alright, what would she do with your brother? This is really a dick move.
That's why I hate you already. Because I can think of multiple ones you can do right now. All of them are worse than the other.
Okay, after a while, they leave. She smiles at you as she sees you peeking and waves at you, and then turns and walks off.
Yay. after they leave, I will enter my temple again.
The first thing you see is the guard you rescued. His body has been opened up and his guts are streamed on the floor. He's hung from the ceiling by his legs.
Yay. I go to my brother.
He's not breathing.
Is he a vampire by any chance?
Would you like to check?
Yes, I would.
How do you go about that?
I can use my wits, my intelligence or wits medicine to see if he has any, if he has a heartbeat,
Okay.
as well as other things that we need.
Use perception medicine in that case to see if there's any life signs.
Well, would it really be perception? Because if you're holding someone at his, for example, his hand or at his throat, see if he has any pulse, it wouldn't exactly be you looking at him, perceiving him.
Well, it would be because you're doing a deliberate examination. I mean, investigation roles are usually not like simply looking at things either. It's more about methodical searching, and perception medicine would be about examining the state of his body.
Wouldn't that be wits medicine, since you would...
Wits medicine would be for actually using it, like in a first aid situation, you're just examining him.
But that is technically first aid.
Not really, you're trying to figure out if he's been turned, if he's still alive, if there's anything you can do in fact. And since the signs there could be pretty subtle, I would say that it's a perception roll. And I love how we're fighting over that one die.
Actually, that's 2 dice. Also, would you mind calling Bacon in?
Yes, in a second.
What's the difficulty anyway?
Roll at 6.
Hey, I got 1 success.
Yeah, he definitely seems dead.
I'll move his body into the...
I think you would not necessarily react that way, because this could be punishment from Odin for associating with the monster Malik. You have fallen from grace and he has called your brother to Valhalla for this. How does
actually, being called to Valhalla is one of the greatest honors.
Well, he did technically die in battle against the fiend.
And really, being... and, like, Odin is known to... If you have actually read any of the sagas, Odin is known to actually actively go out and kill people while they're in battle. In the middle of battle, he's known to go and kill someone if they were going to survive it. He wanted them in Valhalla instead of actually going... instead of them remaining alive.
Yeah, yeah, that I heard about that.
So it's actually kind of, if you're saying that, I can totally go with that.
Okay. Let me just
You fucking kidding.
move him to the right pile, make sure he's in the dead pile and everything is good.
Oh, by the way, would you like me to roll self-control with something to see if I can maintain my composure?
Not yet, I think.
Okay.
I'm willing to write it off as still being in shock. Do you have a willpower point still?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good.
I will also be removing the guard's remains from the ceiling.
Alright, you do that.
And I will attempt to sew him shut so he's somewhat presentable. His corpse, that is.
Okay.
I'm also cleaning the goddamn room.
Yeah, sure.
That's kind of necessary.
Sure.
Also, I'm guessing I would have drapes for the windows. I'd have closed those and also lock the doors.
Okay. Bacon does not seem to be coming into the call. Add to group call.
Hello.
Hey, he's there.
Bacon. Yeah, Jackalor has already managed to pick a fight with a Sabbat Elder and get his brother killed.
She
It's
was
been-
trying to actively trying to pick a fight there, you know.
She wasn't, she was just asking if you might want to join the Sabbat.
That's
It's,
kind of considering the Sabbat I usually do when people refuse their offers. That's kind of the same as giving me an ultimatum that if you refuse, we're going.
You know, given how your character has feelings about the Sabbat, I'm gonna write it off as you playing your character because it makes perfect sense for you to react that way, actually.
And yes, I was going to say that as well. Because seriously,
Bacon, you are breathing into the mic.
and you are talking. I would very much like to hear you. If you're
Really?
there.
How? I don't understand. The mic was like very far away from my nose, but all right.
It's all about the angles. Okay, so you clean up and you hear a faint stirring from the other room. Brother? I don't feel so well, brother. Where are you?
I go into the room with him. After removing the corpse and putting it in the room as well.
Right next to your brother?
No, I'd have put it probably over here. And wrapped it around so it doesn't smell. So it isn't as unsightly. Because seriously, corpses aren't exactly beautiful.
Brother, I don't feel so well.
It seems you have contracted what the other kindred call the curse of Cain. You are one of the you are a kindred now, brother.
What?
A vampire.
But... Oh. Oh. Well... Oh.
Hey, this is actually kind of interesting. Since he's not actually my child, so I can't be forced to be. They can't actually force me to be the one that be responsible for that.
Yeah, he's a caitiff now.
Technically, yes.
Okay, adding stuff to brawl, alertness. Let me just quickly bring up his skills to proper Toreador and Sile levels. Well, not on Sile, but, you know, generation-wise.
Yes. Since out of character, I have the knowledge, meta knowledge of her being an elder, which makes him even more powerful than you'd normally have been. This is just great.
How would William react to his brother being turned by that monster?
Like, I don't think William sees the curse of Cain in and of itself causing corruption, and thus I don't think he would see her being the one simply because she made him into a vampire. That
You are, however, guilt-racked. So you would, to some extent, be seeing it as a curse and as a horrible, horrible thing.
Yes, that too.
So how would you react? In the meantime, by the way, Seth has received a mission from Malik to track down a certain Malkavian elder that was at one point trapped in the Chantry.
And kill him, if I remember correctly.
No, capture him.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So I have to take care of the Malkavian elder alone.
Well, you can try to recruit one of the NPCs or William here. If you can bully him into helping you, then there'll be two of you and he has true faith.
Yeah, I think that bullying William to help me, it will be good.
Okay, then after visiting the Chantry, you get to head to William's church. Can
Temple.
Temple, yes. Can Seth drive?
I think he can.
And do you try to take anyone else with you? I think Malik would let you take one neonate with you. In this case, this is a important mission.
Let me see who would be good for killing Malkavians.
Also, who the fuck would, in this case, who the fuck would I ask for permission for him to be accepted into the Camarilla?
Like who you would ask?
Since normally it would be the prince.
That's part of it, isn't it?
Because I knew that turning him into a vampire was an option. It's one of the least bad options as it happens, but it's still an option.
Yeah, you're completely fucked. Pretty much every side, unless someone protects you, will see you as a caitiff who's taking advantage of the opportunity and will try to kill you.
I will take Lucy with me.
You could also take Victor. He knows the Sabbat side of things, namely the Revenant Ghoul.
Oh, I forgot about this guy.
Like-
Yeah, he could be useful.
Essentially, I'm letting you pick one sidekick other than Puppy, because he's the guardian of the Chantry. And Rachel is keeping an eye on the manor, essentially. But other than...
What does Victor has?
You don't know.
Oh. Yeah, he could be useful. I will take him.
Okay. In that case, as you are trying to explain to your brother what has happened to him, Seth and Victor are approaching the very locked temple.
Yes, indeed. And the drapes are before in front of the windows too.
I just go and knock on the door.
Will I hear that?
Faintly.
Oh, I must. I will have to. Brother, I will have to present you to. I will have to present you to in the Elysium. To someone. I do not know who. This is normally the prince. But wait here for now. There seems to be someone at the door.
He's distracted. He seems to be poking his thumbs at his fangs, seeing how sharp they are.
And don't do that. They are quite painful if you do.
Ah, fuck!
I hope he didn't take aggravated damage from that.
No, he didn't, but there's blood.
I shake my head.
This is where you find out that the mage has somehow stuck Bronson's soul in him. Ooh,
What?
Actually, his Toreador Antitribute, Scenes of Human Misery, will now have the opportunity to entrance him. His blood doesn't work the same way. Oh, this is gonna be awesome!
Whatever. I unlock the gate, door. Large oaken doors, and open them. A smaller door.
William,
Yes. Who is it? Oh, you.
I request your help. The prince needs that we hunt some Malkavian elder.
You are aware that he is not yet, as of yet, the prince.
If we hunt the elder, probably he will be the prince.
Why would I care? I have more important matters to attend to other than his dabblings.
Are you sure?
Yes.
He's very gentle to let you stay on the city.
I do not see how you would have the power to send me away.
Does Victor have Intimidate? He does not. You lucky son of a bitch. He just sits there.
Do I have Intimidate?
You probably do. You're Tremere, right? So dominate and crap.
Yeah.
Not-
I have intimidate.
I mean, not much, but some.
I will try to intimidate him. Is manipulation intimidation, right?
Yes, but roleplay it out. How exactly do... Or do you just want to hint at the fact that Malik could cause a lot of trouble for said caitiff, if caitiff did not help him?
I'm just going to say, look, you are a random caitiff, a Tremere caitiff. We could simply just send you to the Vienna or just kill you. Or you could help us and leave.
I am a member of the Camarilla. You cannot demand that I simply be sent to Vienna on the grounds that I am a Tremere caitiff.
But the prince can.
Yes, but there is currently no prince in power.
This is where you say yes and no one to protect you from the one who is
Yeah.
going to be prince.
That's a good one. There is no prince, so there is no one who cares that if I kill you.
This
Yet
is where you can...
Yet murder of kindred is seen as one of the most is seen as one of the most terrible acts a vampire can commit.
But still, it's a good intimidation roll.
Yes, roll for it. Not all that good.
Can I
Actually,
go against that with law due to me knowing the rules of the Camarilla and knowing that he physically cannot.
no. It's a
Make it
wit's
success.
courage roll, and the traditions are more like guidelines. If nobody finds out, then it didn't happen.
Okay, wits courage. Does this count as a virtue roll?
Yes, yes, it does. You can add your fate to it.
Oh.
Uh,
Luckily, you will botch. Please, botch.
this
Bodge.
thought it would be 6, I presume. Okay, it's 6 then.
Oh,
I succeeded. More than you. William is not amused.
Did you see what I whispered to you, Bacon?
Yeah, I'm thinking this idea.
I mean, it's all like, I assume, heavy wooden crap, at least on the inside.
I could at least do
mostly
with the door.
Like walls are stone and such. Probably roof would probably be wood, since that's kind of hard to make stone.
Can I
The
see the
statue should
interior?
probably be made of mostly either both wood and stone.
You can see the drapes that have been drawn across the windows on the sides if you go around.
I just through the door. I can see a little bit of the interior. Maybe see a pile of wood or some wooden altar.
I don't. There's no wooden altar. It would be made of stone.
But the benches would probably be made of wood.
Yes, the benches would be made of wood.
I think that I will set a little flame on the benches.
In that case, you want to roll the first level of the power, right? I assume.
So
Yeah.
how many successes does he need to get over for the fire to reach there?
Given that it's a crappy angle, I would say 3. But if he wants to create just a little fire to make his point, then he can roll with the first level of the power.
Yes, that would be a difficulty of 4.
And even if he misses slightly,
Well, it's more of a range thing rather than missing.
no, he can summon anywhere within sight. It's just that it doesn't appear exactly where he wants it to. But yeah, a small fire caresses the back of one bench.
Would I even notice that, considering I have my back turned against that?
And the little flame start to spread to the bench.
It isn't
doesn't
spreading.
help. Even you burn down the temple, it's not going to help anyone.
You know, it's Also, make sure to use that blood point you just spent, from your sheet. And yes, the flame, it's clinging to the back of the bench, but it does not seem to be spreading all that quickly. A small fire working on that big a chunk of wood isn't gonna spread very quickly.
Especially since it's the size of a candle.
Yeah, it just to see that I can burn his temple wherever I want.
Well, I don't notice that since I'm back his turn against that. You'd have to point it out. And suggest you do that then. If you want to intimidate me with that.
You hear a yell, fire! Fire bad! From behind you.
I think that something is burning.
I turn around and see a small flame.
It's starting to become bigger.
I moved toward there to douse it.
Okay, roll your courage at difficulty 5.
That's the darkness. 3. Hey, I got success at least.
Okay, keep rolling.
Yes, indeed. I really hate all these ones that I'm rolling now. Like, other than this roll, I think I have 2 rolls without ones so far. I think. 5.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, roll Dex Athletics to see if you can put it out with, in the same...
I'd probably use the raven the cloak since it's made of, pretty thick wool, and wool isn't exactly easy to set on fire.
Yeah, just roll for it. Let's see how badly you fuck up. If you manage to botch this, the cloak is gonna be on fire.
Oh, by the way, what's the difficulty?
6.
Hey, I succeeded.
Okay, he somehow manages to douse it, but it did not seem like he enjoyed it. Eric, meanwhile, has returned with his hunting rifle, and he seems to be slowly taking aim at Seth's head.
I suggest against any violence against fellow members of the Camarilla.
He is still taking aim.
Lower your weapon, brother. Also, would you want Seth to roll anything?
For what? Like, Seth sees this happen, I would assume.
Yes,
Yeah.
does he notice anything about my brother's condition?
I don't know, not at that distance necessarily. Would you like to roll a perception? Would Seth have his aspects active? For the purposes of this.
I think so. I don't think that Seth trusts this guy yet.
Okay. So Seth keeps his aspects active in situations where he might be ambushed, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, give me a perception alertness roll at difficulty 6. Actually, no, make it awareness. Because this is more of a supernatural thing. Okay, this bitch-ass little caitiff has turned his brother into a vampire.
Would he notice that with only 1 success?
With 3 dots of aspects active, yes.
Okay.
Wow, William, what an interesting situation. There's no prince, so you can just go and make a child.
As it happens, I did not create that child. Before you arrived, since apparently it seems everyone, I've all of a sudden become incredibly popular among vampires. A member of the Sabah decided to come and threaten me, and during the attack, she in an attempt to screw me over.
Bang!
Well, that happened.
Please soak 5 points of lethal, Seth.
Really? He really shot me?
He
He-
has 17 fucking dice.
He took very careful aim for all the bonus dice from aiming for several
Oh,
turns.
God.
Okay, your head is thrown back by the round of the hunting rifle. Eric starts to move towards the door.
I send a furious glance towards Eric.
Step aside, little brother. I'll take care of this.
There's no need for violence right now.
He just goes shush. Let's re-roll initiatives.
Yay.
Oh wait, he has 15 because he has a point of celerity now, being a little Toreador.
Hey, I didn't roll 1. I rolled 13. Okay.
What does Seth do?
The guy
You
just
need to roll
decided.
for
This
the other
random guy
guy.
just decided to shoot you in the head from a long distance.
Yeah, I think I will torch him very hard. Like make him burn.
You would have to show your face again.
Yeah, I know. But whatever, I just want to burn him.
Oh, I love that. Okay, William, what will you do?
Well, since I'm not going to start hostilities with my brother, I'm going to force the fucker who's attempting to torch my church away. So he doesn't. One, he doesn't get shot. So Eric has a harder time shooting him, and other such things. Roll 2d. I'll be rolling 2d10 for my. Two with the difficult 2d10 with the difficulty equal to Seth's willpower to to make him leave to make him step back for true faith.
All right. And well, shit, that won't do. Yeah. Eric is gonna go to the window and punch it open with the butt of his rifle.
He's saying going to have to repair that, you know.
Yeah, but fuck it.
So I roll. He does his thing.
Okay.
Fail.
That would be a melee, essentially, with the equivalent of a club. So that's a +2 weapon.
Yes.
Okay. The window cracks but does not break. I'm gonna give the window 3 health levels of damage. Say it's made of nice
so
thick
unless
glass.
you're going to give me Seth's current willpower, I'm going to be rolling.
Just roll at, and I'll tell you how well it succeeds.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Seth, you can't really see Eric right now. William is in the way, and you do not have a good angle at all.
As it happens, I wasn't actually attempting to harm you.
So
I would just say to him, help me, and I don't torch you, little children.
Next round.
Well, we can consider ourselves out of combat if you want to talk.
Well, I wouldn't. I'll be closing the door and trying to make Eric calm down and stop breaking the goddamn window.
Okay. So what do you say to Seth as you close the door?
Wait a bit. I'll try to calm down my brother.
Okay. He takes another swing at the window as you're doing it. Oh wait, I forgot. Celerity die on the attack as well.
Oh, so much blood does he have?
Not enough to be spending it foolishly.
Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
In fact, let's do it like that. Let's be extremely generous. There we go, that's better. Okay, he misses the window. You may now speak to him.
Would you please stop these would you please stop this senselessness?
He turns on you and says, "This is your fault. You just had to go and associate with these fucks. You couldn't just keep your mouth shut. You couldn't just try to get us out of there without... No, you just had to go and get us involved ever more deeply."
I was trying to. I was doing my best at not involving myself with anyone.
Listen.
But it seems everyone wants to be involved with me.
Listen, little brother, why don't you let me take care of these things, okay?
You do understand that killing Seth out there isn't going to help in any way.
Actually, it is. Everyone hates those Tremere. So why don't we kill Seth? Kill that fucker as well, for good measure. Just to make sure we're safe. And then we go to the Ventru and we tell them that we have killed Malik's most powerful servant and that we want to join them. They're actually sensible. They live like civilized people.
I would suggest against trying to start a civil war in this very city where we live.
We already did that and we're in the middle of it because of you. Malik killed a prince.
That had nothing to do with me.
Nobody will care. You were there. You were in the middle of it. You're gonna be seen as an accomplice. That isn't gonna go anywhere.
Not if I'm attempting to talk to the Ventru and have them accept you, which isn't going to be any easier. Going to be made any easier simply by you running around murdering people.
I'm not gonna murder people. I'm gonna murder that blood-sucking, fire-throwing monster out there.
Yes, like the same kind of blood-sucking monster that you are and I am. That we all are.
No, I'm pretty sure that he's a real dick.
It only depends on your own action. How much of a monster you are only depends on your actions. You want to be as much of a monster as him by killing him.
That's a stupid argument, and you know it.
Hey, I'm trying here.
No, he says that in character.
Oh.
Listen, you have been spending a lot of time with your books. I've always tried to protect you from the real world, little brother. I've tried really hard. But this is predator and prey. Kill or be killed. Just let me take the lead on this, and I promise I'll make sure we both are safe.
We will be a lot safer when we haven't made ourselves obvious enemies to my own clan.
We are gonna
known for attempting to murder anyone who does not do everything their leaders want.
Somehow,
Me,
I doubt that.
Against the full power of the Tremere.
Brother, don't be a fool. Malik isn't part of the Tremere's power structure anymore. Do you really think we would have been allowed to go? Especially if he knows what you are? If he had any sort of authority left after what he did? Face it, he's on the way out. He's gonna get slaughtered by the other vampires in the city. And if we are on his side, we are gonna be in those same fucking graves.
That is why we don't need to murder Seth.
Actually, that's exactly why we need to kill him, so that we can be accepted on someone else's side.
To Seth hear what's going on.
Yeah, he hears everything.
If he's using aspects, you can definitely hear that.
Yeah, you hear all of it. Every word.
I just whisper to Victor, get ready for combat. I think we'll need to kill the little bitch.
He goes back to the car, comes back with a shotgun.
I will heal my wounds real quick.
And on that-
I know that Eric isn't going to be I won't be able to talk him down. You can at least not kill him and instead put him in torpor instead. And I'm certain that he is listening into all of this.
Okay, and on that glorious note, we're gonna split the recording and take a quick, minute of a break, and we'll be right back.